Well, fair point, Congressman Ogles. Look, Senate negotiators are working to win support for this bipartisan border deal. It's supposed to unlock aid for Ukraine. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says the deal is not complete. He's calling out lawmakers who are already opposing it. I want to know where you stand. Watch this.
All of us on the Democratic side are serious about getting something done. Sadly, it's clear there are some in this Congress and beyond who wish to prevent bipartisan action on the border and on our national security challenges. Whether they're blinded by naked partisanship or cowed by political pressure, these minority voices are cynically working to stymie bipartisan cooperation.
Congressman, your reaction.
Well, again, it's absolutely absurd. You know, under President Trump, we didn't have this crisis at the southern border. Under Obama, we didn't have this crisis at the southern border, but we have it under Biden. This is a willful invasion that's being allowed by the administration. We don't need new laws to secure the border. We need to let Greg Abbott do his job, which is to put up the razor wire. I stand with Texas. We've got to secure this border. And the fact that Schumer is advocating for a bipartisan deal should scare the crap out of you, because you know it's going to be just that. And so they're trying to wrap. They've created a crisis, and now they're offering a solution. No thanks. All this is closet amnesty.
So do you think that you're actually going to be able to move the needle on border security? Look, let's be clear. This president claims he's been at the border. He went to the border a year ago. We all remember what actually took place when he went. He drove around in the Beast, that car that he's in, and he drove around in El Paso, not actually seeing what's taking place on the border. But having said that, you've got a border czar. Do you actually think you're going to break this logjam?
Well, we've got to fight. If I had to make a projection, I would say that this current deal is dead on arrival in the House. But we'll see. I think what we need to do is enforce the laws we have already in place, put up the razor wire, shut down the border. That fixes a lot of the problem. Then you have to have the conversation of what do we do with all of these people that are already here? And that is going to be a crisis in and to itself. I mean, you've got communities that are literally overrun by the sheer numbers of people who have illegally entered this country. In Tennessee alone, the cost of illegal immigration cost us about $1 billion, almost $1 billion a year. That's not sustainable for any state. It's not sustainable for Tennessee.
So Florida Senator Marco Rubio writes this on X. How can there be a border security deal with a Biden administration that just went all the way to the Supreme Court to stop border security? Of course, Rubio is referencing what you just referenced. The Supreme Court's decision has ruled in favor of the Biden administration, allowing them to start removing the razor wire that Texas put up to stop illegal border crossings, Congressman. So you just said you think Texas should be able to put this wire up. Well, guess what? The Supreme Court just said not so fast.
Well, you know, that is unfortunate. I haven't read the decisions and why they came to that conclusion. But look, I think Greg Abbott this morning should get up with the dedication, determination to put up more razor wire. And you know what? I'll volunteer to go down there and help him. He has a right to just secure his state. He has a right to just secure his people and prevent this invasion, because ultimately it's the people of Texas and America that are paying for this. And the Biden administration is wrong, and the Supreme Court got it wrong.
All right, Congressman, we're going to keep watching all of this. I don't think he's got any more room for this. The Supreme Court ruled, right? It's over.
Well, I mean, he said, Paxton said they'll keep fighting. I think they should continue to fight. And look, this is a crisis that is being created by the Biden administration. They have a right to fight back, and they should. And it really concerns me that the Supreme Court ruled the way they did. And I think this should bother any state and any advocate for our states' rights.
Congressman, thank you. Andy Ogles joining us this morning. We appreciate your time, sir.